What's up, everybody? So I'm back out here with the old G-Ryft, and today I brought the Reaper chassis. So the other day I was able to get up this line right here. I got up it off of camera, and then we ran out of daylight and it was super cold, which it's still super cold, but we're gonna try to get up this on camera because it's bugging me that I didn't get it on camera. But it's a nasty climb. So the G-Ryft did it, like I said, off camera, and then I couldn't get it on camera before we ran out of time. So today we're gonna try it again, get it on camera, and then we're gonna try it with the Reaper chassis, see how it does. So this is a nasty little line. Pretty crazy how to get into it, but let's get started because it's cold out here. It's windy, so if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. So it's pretty crazy how you have to get into this line. So you gotta hug this wall. Gotta hug the wall. You gotta keep straighten out the rear right now. So it pinches the body, and then now start turning into it. Get the rear out a little bit, and let this front climb. Let it start climbing, and then what you gotta do is you gotta use this rear. Left rear is gonna hit the wall over there, and it's gonna swing the car around, and it's gonna start climbing, just like that. So then you just start climbing. You can't get too far into it because you still need that rear servo to come off of the wall right there. It's bound up a little too much, so let's try it again. But you need it to pivot you. It pivots the car around, start straightening the rear. And here pretty quick, we need that rear to come off of the wall back there. Let it unhook itself. Car's gonna fall. Just like that. Turn that rear as far as I can now. Start climbing. And you really need that right front to hook the top of the wall right there. And once that tire hooks, if you get the hook, which I clearly did not get the hook right there, so let's try it again, nice and slow. Yeah, I pulled this off of camera about, what was it, today's Tuesday, it was Saturday, I think it was Saturday. And I lost it. So once you lose it like that, you're pretty much screwed. Let's start over. I don't know what it is, we get camera shy or what the heck goes on, but I hate that. When you get it off the camera and you come back, you can't get it on camera. My freaking hands are already freezing. Keep that rear straight. Turn into the wall. Not that. That left rear is going to catch. It's going to pivot the car around. But if you do it too much, it puts it in too much of a bind. So it's kind of a fine line. So it's all on that right front. That right front needs the hook. That's what gives you the hook and pulls you up. And then the car almost goes like upside down almost. It's pretty crazy. left rear popped out, so it screwed me. Okay, that left rear is hooked. There it is. Right front is hooked right there. So watch how it almost goes upside down. Come on, hold it. It's all that right front is holding it. You gotta turn into it. And those rears. It's got it. This is where I got on camera and then I lost it. But before that I made it up it. Just gotta take my time. I'm a little bellied out. Just work that rear. There it is. That's it right there. That is a badass line. It's crazy. This thing, that is a crazy line. It's hard for this thing to get in there because it's so big. This thing has like a 16-inch wheelbase. So it's difficult for it to squeeze through here and make the turn. That's why you use that left rear. It hooks underneath this rock here. The left rear does. And it pivots the whole car. It's pretty cool. If it didn't do that, this ledge here, it's not long enough for me to turn into there with this thing. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad I got it on video because it's pretty wild. This thing is awesome. So let's try it with that Reaper chassis now. See what it could do. It's got a way shorter wheelbase. I mean this is on 2.2s, that's on 1.9s, but the belly clearance on them Reaper chassis is awesome. So if it can get the hook, I think it'll pull it off, but just got to get that hook up there. So let's give it a try. I got to switch batteries because I only brought one battery, so let me switch batteries right quick. Alright, let's see if this thing can pull it off. I don't think it will. Like, I think it'll turn up into it a lot better, obviously, because the wheelbase, it's not as big as the G-Ryft. But so I don't think I'll have to use that left or rear to turn in. So this is the Reaper V2 chassis. It's got a cheap axial 3-gear transmission. Obviously it's 4-wheel steer. So they both have the advantage there as being 4-wheel steer. This has the Hobbywing Fusion, the 1800 kV. The older one, it's not the Pro. I don't know if this thing's gonna pull it off. If it does, I'll be pretty surprised. Let's see. You've got all that loose sand, all this loose gravel, that don't help at all. Alright. So we're looking pretty good right there. I just do not think this thing has the wheelbase at all. This is your standard, I think it's like 12.5-inch wheelbase this thing has. So, like I said, that the G-Ryft, it's got a 16-inch wheelbase. I think a little bit more, honestly. You could tell. There's no way, absolutely no way this thing will do this. I'll mess with it for a minute, but I don't see it happening. This does have a bunch of overdrive in it, in the portal gears, so. Just got some cheap Amazon servos in it. I mean, I don't really like them, but they get the job done. There's no way this thing will do it. I wanted to try it though, just to see. But they don't have the wheelbase, so there's no way. You gotta have something with a really long wheelbase to get up this. Let's see if I can use that left rear to turn in better. Left rear is hitting. Yeah, pretty much did the same exact thing. It's bound up quite a bit right there. So yeah, you could use that left rear to do the same thing. Kinda, but yeah, no way. But at least I got the G-Ryft on camera doing it. That's all I really wanted. Alright, this is another climb that we didn't get on video yesterday that I wanted to try. Well, get it on video anyway. So I don't think this thing has a chance. So just kind of want to show what this old G-Ryft is able to do compared to your regular 1/10. Like, it just opens up so many different lines being so big compared to the regular 1/10. So we're gonna go up this. Can't really, I guess it's kind of a V-notch. Not really. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's steep, and just your tire placement is, it's all about your tire placement. Kind of four-wheel steer, I think, is needed. My buddy was trying the other day with his crawler Rift, and it's not four-wheel steer, and he couldn't quite pull it off. Just his rear kept falling off. It's wiped out. So let's try it with this. I don't think we'll be able to do it because of the hole. You got to get your left front on top of this big rock and your left rear. It's a big undercut for these 1.9s. And then you got to go up that wall right there, right here. So it's a big undercut. Just pretty gnarly climb for this 1.9. So, and it's super loose down here. So that presents its own challenges. This thing, you never know, you might pull it off. So I might have to take a different line, but as long as I can get up it, that's all that matters. No matter how I get through it, as long as I get through it. If I can keep that left front to hook, pull the rest of it. See, man, it's just too big of an undercut to turn up it. So you really, just one little spot right there. This thing grab, really just right here. And you got your rears turned in to push that front up. Okay, so the front's looking good. That's where I want the front. Let's see what happens. This right rear is about to start to climb. Let's see what happens. See, it just, I don't have the wheelbase. It's gonna flip me. Try to turn that rear This thing don't have the wheelbase for this climb right here at all. So let's try to take a completely different approach. Let's use this wall with the right rear. Turn into it. No. Let's just try to get up this. Okay. So maybe that left front will climb right there. But, so I've got to get my front up this. I don't think it's gonna happen. Nope. See, it's just way too big of an undercut. It just swallows that tire. So let's try to climb the wall here and then turn into it. Might be able to do that. There we go. So that's looking good. And let's turn into it. This rear will push the front up. Getting all bound up. See if it'll pull through that. We're all bound up. Straight, there it is. Alright, now we're on to something. Right front's way up in there. Like I said, this is super steep for this car. But if that right front is able to hook the wall up there, I think it'll pull through this. But then we got to deal with the rear. Like I said, it's a big undercut for it. So we're kind of, front's looking really good. This rear, I don't know. But it might just pull the whole vehicle up. As long as I can get that front to hook, it just still might pull everything up. So yeah, it's definitely going to pull it. I don't know if the rear is going to help or what. See, that left rear is a huge undercut. Alright, so that was my fault. Let's take a reset. I'm going to reset it to where it was. Alright, let's try that again. So yeah, right front is hooked up there. Maybe I could turn into it. And this thing, the belly clearance, no. See that? That right rear starts to climb and it pushes me back. The right rear starts to climb that wall and it just screws the whole car over. So this is on Capra axles. Like I said, it's the Reaper V2 chassis. So, yeah, I think this will do it. Take another reset. We'll try one more time, but I don't see it happening. And then we'll grab the old G-Ryft again. Kind of show you how it does it. Let's try to turn that rear sooner. Might pop up, you never know. It's looking like it might pop up. Oh, that front let go. Okay, front let go because of all the dirt up there. Which that's part of the territory. That's what you gotta fight. But it was looking good right there. Alright, let's try that again. So the rear was actually coming out from underneath it. Nope. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's grab the G-Ryft and try it with it. Kind of show you how it does it. Give me just a second. Alright, and we're back. Got the old G-Ryft, got the battery in it. Gonna try that same line. So those of you that don't know, you may be wondering why I'm calling it a G-Ryft. It's because it's a G-Speed V3 chassis. So the carbon rails, black carbon rails. It's got the G-Speed bed. and it's on Ryft axles. So it's all Trill Ryft axles, front and rear, 4-wheel steer. It's got a Vanquish VFD transmission. So it's got overdrive. I got underdrive in the rear, ring and pinion, so it's got decent overdrive up front. It's got shift GT3 servos front and rear. So this thing it does really good. Like I was saying, the wheelbase on this, it's big, it's long, it's like 16 inches, I think a little bit more. Of course it's got that G-Speed chassis, so belly clearance is pretty good on it. But you got to drive this thing completely different than anything else, and it's freaking awesome. So what you got to do with this, oh, on my ass, it's steep right here. So you got to get that left front to climb the rock, get that right rear off the wall over there. It's pushing me off, turn into it. So now I can start turning back into it. Keep that left front up there. I'm going to use this right rear in the crack right there. It's going to carry that front end over this right front. It's going to fall, kind of. And then what it does is I'm able to pinch the right front and the left front in between this. So I kind of straddle the whole thing. Then it climbs up this, and you got to kind of work. Once the rear gets to that, it's kind of floats the rear over, which you're about to see here in a second. If my left front don't fall off right there, and turn into it. Straighten out that rear, and the front should pull me up. Just like so. And then you need that left rear to get on top of the rock as well. Start turning into it a little bit. And then the right front's going to climb that wall, pitch you over a little bit, straighten out the rear, and then you use that front right. It's going to hook up there. Front right's going to hook. So left front's going to get real light. It's already off the ground. Turn way into it. Turn your rear all the way into it, and it gets to where it's about to tip, and then that right rear starts to climb and saves your butt. So the right rear is about to start climbing, left front's coming down. Try to turn, it's real bound up. Turn that rear just like that. Turn all the way into it. See that right front up there? It's going to hook. This right rear is going to climb. Just like that. And then you could try to kind of climb this if you want. That's it. Pretty awesome. Like I said, this bigger wheelbase, it just opens up so many different lines. So I don't know if a regular 1/10 can get this line at all. I really don't. I don't think it can. It's got to be a super long wheelbase. It does get it. But yeah, that's it. These are the two lines I came up here to get on video, because I didn't get them on video the other day. So hope you enjoyed. Both of these rigs are awesome. This thing doesn't compare to the old G-Ryft at all. Completely different animals, but both super capable still. But thanks again.